RS5. To the casual onlooker, the RS5 looks no different than an A5 or an S5. In fact, they probably don't even know what an RS5 is. It's sleek, it's sexy, but so are most Audis. But for the people in the know, the RS5 is something special. That more aggressive front grille, the bulging, wider fender flares, the dual oval exhaust, and that screaming naturally aspirated V8 that revs all the way up to 8,300 RPMs is the definition of a wolf in, well, an aggressive-looking sheep's clothing. Under the hood of the RS5 is thankfully a beautiful 4.2-liter naturally aspirated V8. It makes 450 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque. In a world where every car seems to have smaller twin-turbo 6-cylinders or smaller boosted V8s, this is a refreshing engine. Although unfortunately in the 2018 Audi RS5, the V8 is no longer going to a much smaller 2.9-liter twin-turbocharged 6-cylinder. It does produce the same amount of horsepower and more torque, but I'm sure we're gonna miss that beautiful V8 rumble. So what are the performance figures on this car? Well, 0 to 60 happens in 4.4 seconds. It would be faster, but part of the issue is it weighs a ridiculous 4,050 pounds. Let's compare that to its competitors, the BMW M4 and the C63 AMG. The M4 weighs just 3,550 pounds. It does a quarter mile in 12 seconds flat. The RS5, 12.8 seconds. The M4 actually starts at a cheaper price, $66,800, as compared to this at just over $71,000. The C63, it has more horsepower, 503 horsepower. It also weighs less, 3,800 pounds, and has a quicker quarter mile time of 12.1 seconds. It does, however, cost a little bit more at a base price of $73,000. So it's the slowest of the group, it's also the fattest, and it's somewhere in the middle in terms of price. Does that mean you should look away from the RS5? Well, no. If you're gonna get a used one, I think it's a hell of a good deal. This is a 2015, and obviously depreciation has taken its toll, so you're no longer spending $71,000. It's got that beautiful V8. It sounds amazing. I mean, on downshifts, this car has a resonator delete that makes it a perfect mix of loud, but not annoying, no drone, and that perfect amount of burble. We've got an S-tronic gearbox. It's a 7-speed dual clutch system that shifts very, very fast. I've got it in manual mode right now, and upshifts, the second you click the paddle mounted on the steering wheel, it upshifts. They're not mounted on the steering column. That means when you turn the wheel, it's still right where you need it to be. The buttons are a little bit plasticky. I kind of wish they had a nicer feel when you actuated the paddles, but that's all right. Now the steering feel, it's got electronic assisted power steering. Does that mean it's bad? No, it does not. The steering actually feels amazing in the RS5. Audis, when you put them in dynamic mode, typically have quite stiff steering. Same thing applies here, but it feels very direct. While it's less communicative than the M4, it feels similar to the C63, although definitely a little bit heavier. It feels very confidence-inspiring, and because we have Quattro, Audi's all-wheel drive system, that normally is 40% power in the front and 60 in the rear, but can be moved all the way up to 15 in the front and 85 in the rear, you've got confidence around the turns. It's also got a rear torque vectoring differential. That means when you go around a turn, of course, distance-wise, the outside wheels have to be traveling faster than the inside. Well, if you put the power down on corner out, it'll actually spin and apply even more torque to the outside wheels in order to help with cornering. And it works really well. On the interior, it's typical Audi quality. We've got very soft, nice leather. It looks appealing, but there's nothing special whatsoever. In fact, it's starting to feel a bit dated, which of course it is. This is an old body style, it's going out of commission, and the new one is coming in. Obviously, that will have Audi's virtual cockpit instead of the 2 analog instrument cluster displays here. We've also got a digital display in the middle that's telling me how much range I have left, what gear I'm in, how many miles are on the car, what time it is, so on and so forth. We've got a tachometer that revs all the way up to 8,300 RPMs, that is the red line of this engine, and a speedo that goes to 200 miles an hour. Let's do a little launch, shall we? Oh, those downshifts sound good. There's no comparison. If you're looking for something that sounds amazing, you got to get this over the M4 for sure. Wow, that's a high revving V8. It feels like you got to shift, but it just keeps going. Handling is very confidence inspiring. Wow, there's a lot of grip. For a 4,000 pound car, it really doesn't feel like it. This thing is nimble through the canyons. Turn in is nice and light, even though it's all-wheel drive. You don't get that sense of immediate understeer unless you're really pushing it. And that's thanks to the torque vectoring and the variable power split that Quattro gives you. Whew! Oh, this thing's a lot of fun. Wow, a lot of grip. Well, I could probably spend the entire video ripping through the canyons and just making random noises about how good the exhaust sounds and how impressed I am with the gearbox, which is lightning quick and a very big strong suit of this car. Things I love about it: the exhaust note, absolutely. That V8 piercing up to 8,300 RPMs, especially with that resonator delete on downshifts. Wow. The naturally aspirated V8 making 450 horsepower is obviously a plus. This gearbox, boom, boom, the shifts are so quick. And that just makes driving it so much fun. Another benefit, it feels lighter than its 4,050 pound curb weight suggests, a lot lighter. Feels more in the 3,600 pound range, which is right smack where honestly it should be. If they cut 400 pounds off this thing, it would be more of a monster than it already is. I love the way the exterior of this vehicle looks too. I mean, it's a competitive segment. Everything looks good. The M4, the C63, the ATS-V, but this definitely, I mean, if you're an Audi person, the Rs5 is one of the coolest looking vehicles that they've made in a long time. If you're looking at buying a used Audi R8 with the V8 in it, this is definitely something to look at if you're looking for a little bit more practicality. Oh man, I like this a lot. Things I don't like about it: it definitely weighs too much. They should have dropped about 500 pounds off the car. I know it's all-wheel drive and the M4 is not, but I'm sure they could have had some weight savings somewhere. So I'm hoping in the future car, they do a better job at reducing the weight. Other things I don't like: the interior, it's a bit dated. So if you're buying one in 2015 like this is, don't expect it to be state-of-the-art in terms of all the electronics in the interior. The nav screen looks, well, like a bit of a joke. But you know what? This is an older car, so we can forgive it. Other than that, man, this thing is fun. Whew! Ride quality. It rides over bumps very, very well. We don't have any body roll when you're pushing it through the canyons, but over bumps, it's not jarring. It's totally comfortable. You could absolutely daily drive this thing. I mean, obviously with the naturally aspirated V8 and any sort of lead right foot, you're not going to get good fuel economy whatsoever, but you know, it's an RS5. It's not about fuel economy. On the highway though, the owner of this vehicle does say that he achieves pretty decent ratings, although that's typical of any car. Well, there you have it. I very much enjoyed this Audi RS5. If you're looking for something that has a beautiful exhaust note that's a little bit less common than your typical M4 is, at least around these parts in Southern California, oh, the RS5 is an awesome pick. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next video.